Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson dominated the tabloids for the 9 months they were together. But according to followers, as always, the relationship was just another Kardashian PR move. So, did Kim really reject Pete's proposal right before she broke up with him? And did Pete respond to Kim allegedly rejecting his proposal? When Kim and Pete broke up, it was reported that the breakup was because of their busy schedule and the lack of time it gave the two to spend with each other. Sources reported that as both are constantly working and are mostly across the globe, they decided to call it quits, and there is no bad blood between them. However, that wasn't exactly the case, because Pete allegedly proposed to Kim Kardashian shortly before breaking up, and a source told Radar, everything was just moving too fast. Kim wanted to slow things down, and instead, Pete proposed. He is devastated. Everyone warned him that he was going to push her away, but he didn't listen. Remember, this is the same guy that proposed to Ariana Grande after just a few weeks. Pete learned nothing from that relationship. He falls hard and he falls fast. The source also added, Kim is a great mom. She's fully committed to her kids, and any man she meets needs to know that. Pete understood and was fine sharing Kim with her children, but he also wanted to get married yesterday. A different source also told OK. Kanye West has been telling people that Kim broke up with Pete to get back with him. But this is not going to happen. Pete was ready to propose, get married, and have a baby. But Kim wasn't ready for that. Her family loved him and her kids liked him too. But Kim just wasn't so sure. The source also added that Pete is fun and kind, but was way too needy. Apparently, he became obsessed with her, which is flattering at first but can get annoying very quickly. According to the source, Pete also has a nasty jealous side, something Kim has no time for after dealing with Kanye. In addition, Jumoy shared info that alleged the filming of the Kardashians' second season may have kept the relationship going for longer than Kim intended, with the show needing more content that resulted in a second trip to Australia for Kim, one that put a strain on the relationship. The account also shared a submission, claiming they split up in Karens during the said trip. In response to the news that Pete proposed to Kim and she rejected him, one follower took to Twitter to comment, Kim needs to just admit Pete was a rebound. It's okay sis, we all have them, LOL. There are also people who said that the family only used the relationship to keep the attention off other things, like the Astroworld tragedy. One person noted, it was a whole PR stunt for people to forget about Astroworld, and it worked obviously. I don't see people talking about Astroworld anymore. And another person added, so are we all gonna ignore the fact that Kim Kardashian used Pete Davidson as a publicity stunt to divert the attention from Kylie and Travis Scott, being responsible for 10 people being killed at his concert? Okay, cool. Something else that came up was that Khloe had a baby when the breakup happened, and another person pointed that out, saying, Kim Kardashian starting to date Pete Davidson exactly 9 months ago, and breaking up within a day of Khloe's baby being born, and stealing the headlines, almost makes me believe in conspiracy theories. So anyone who has been following Pete and Kim obviously knows that it wasn't the first time talks about a proposal actually came up. At the height of their relationship, an account that followers believed belonged to Mason Dixon spilled that Pete proposed to Kim, but she rejected him. In a story, the account wrote, I was about to say, why is no one talking about Pete proposing? But nobody knows yet and she said no, maybe next time. In a different post, the account also wrote, Kim got proposed by Pete last week, and she said it's not the time yet, but wants a kid with him next year. There were also reports that Kris Jenner got involved, with the source telling Heat World, Pete wants to propose, but he'll have to sign a contract. The way Kris sees it, Kim needs a partner who can work with the family and fit with their long-term goals. She wants Pete to agree to commit to the brand for the foreseeable future, and give her total control over any decisions around marriage and children. The source also added, she knows Pete will make a great son-in-law, while being an asset to the Kardashian franchise, so she's already making arrangements for a proposal. At one point, In Touch even reported that Kim and Pete didn't want to waste any more time before they took the next step in the relationship. So they decided to get engaged, and they were even planning a wedding. They wrote, he popped the question at his condo in Staten Island, and she said yes. They're keeping it a secret for now. Kim never expected this, and she couldn't be happier. He loves Kim, and knows she wants to spend the rest of her life with him. This time the marriage will stick. They also reported Pete proposed with his grandmother's ring, and Kim didn't expect the sweet gesture. And that's why she was so touched, saying, it was very sweet and touching. Kim was in tears. She's never met anyone like Pete before, and she totally sees a future with him. She believes 100% that he's the right guy for her. Obviously, the proposal was fake because Kim apparently rejected Pete, and he was not so happy about the rejection. A close source who also spilled to OK said that Pete is fighting and begging to save his relationship with Kim. He is allegedly even contacting Kris Jenner and Kim's sisters for help with getting through to Kim. The insider claimed Pete is convinced he can win Kim back, especially since no one thought someone like Pete would ever date someone like Kim in the first place, but he did. Well, according to followers, that could also be Kim trying to push the narrative that men are falling over themselves to be with her, or that she is too good for Pete and out of his league, and that narrative would be to Kim's benefit. Some even suggested that tabloids are running wild with reports that paint Kim as the one who got away, because she might have actually been the one who was dumped. Regardless, people on social media just continued to say that Kim totally used Pete, with fans posting comments like, "Kim Kardashian used Pete for rebound. It was so obvious. Poor kid thought he hit the jackpot." Someone else said, "Honestly, it really feels like Kim used Pete to help her confidence, keep her relevant, and to get over Kanye. And I'm for one tired of these women using Pete to get ahead, because where does that leave him? He suffers already from mental health issues. Stop using him." Followers also felt pity for Pete, especially since the breakup happened around the same time he said on Hott to Hott that having kids is his dream. Pete shared,
"Definitely Family Guy. Favorite thing ever, which I've yet to achieve, is I want to have a kid. That's kind of what I'm just preparing for now, is trying to be like as good as a dude. So when that happens, it's just easier."
And let's not forget how far he actually took things, like how he got a couple of tattoos courtesy of Kim. For instance, Pete got the names Jasmine and Aladdin, with an infinity sign in the middle tattooed on his collarbone. Pete also had the letters KNSCP tattooed on his skin, which obviously stands for Kim and her children, North St. Chicago in Psalm. He also has the words "My girl is a lawyer" written on his body, and Kim's name branded on his chest. In fact, while speaking about how the branding was important to Pete, Kim said,
"I just think he was like, I want something that's there, that I can't get rid of my tattoos. I just wanted it like there as like a scar."
We wonder what he will do with that branding of Kim on his body now. Well, other people just said that Pete was going to be the talk of the town for a while. Like one person who wrote, "Yeah, Pete gonna be the talk of the town for a minute. Got with Kim, had a whole dispute with Kanye. Children got involved. Got a tattoo of Kim on his body, I think the children as well. Supposedly proposed to her prior to the breakup, and now in therapy. Pete gonna be the talk for a bit." Others also said that Kim will probably regret her decision. Like one person who said, "I think Miss Kim will find out it was a mistake to break up with Pete. He let her be who she wanted to be. Pete being spontaneous showed her that life doesn't have to be exactly scripted. Doing things on a whim sometimes is good for the soul." But will Kim regret the decision? We don't know.